Alright guys, for this tutorial I'm assuming you have a blank WordPress site. So in my case this is my site. Alright, as you can see, it's a fresh WordPress installation. So I'm assuming that's what you have also. So the first thing you have to do here is to go to remove some plugins. Now my host is Hostinger, so some plugins were automatically installed for me while I was installing WordPress. So the first thing we have to do is to delete most of the plugins because we don't have them. So I'm going to click on install plugins here. So once you come here, I'm just going to select all the plugins. As you can see, this is Hostinger. That's telling you that that's my host. So once you're installing, if you're using Hostinger, once you install WordPress, some plugins are automatically installed for you. Now before I go ahead, what are plugins in case you're new to WordPress? So plugins are basically they are basically, will I call them tools? They are basically tools or extra features that are added to WordPress. So basically tools that are added to WordPress so that you can perform some extra functionality. So there's basically a plugin for everything. Maybe a plugin to design your home page, a plugin to add a slider, a plugin, those kind of stuff. So those are the things plugins do. So for most part of this course we'll be using a few plugins to customize um customize our theme. So let's go back here. We're going to delete most of these plugins because we don't need them. All right, we may need some of these, maybe one or two of these later on, but for now I'm just going to delete all. Okay, I'm going to delete all except Lightspeed Cache. So if you want, you can. For now we're not going to use it, but we may use it later on. So but I'm just going to delete the other. So once you select all the plugins you want to delete, so you go to bulk actions here, select delete, or let's select deactivate first. So we're going to deactivate all of them. So next we select everything again. Okay, I have to uncheck the light speed because I don't want to get rid of it yet. So I'm just going to click on delete now and then click on apply. So as you can see, all the plugins have been deleted. I'm left with only Lightspeed Cache. So we have dealt with the plugins. So the next thing, so once I'm just going to refresh this page. So okay, so this is what I have now. So the next thing I'll do here is to go and install the theme, that's Generatepress. So like the title of this tutorial is, we're going to be using the free version of Generatepress. Generatepress has two versions. It has the free version and it also has a paid version, but for this tutorial I'm going to keep everything simple, so I'm going to be using the free version. So I'll just click on appearance here, click on themes. I want to add a new theme, then click on add new. So once we click on add new, so we'll just search for Generatepress. So once I type generate, you can see this Generatepress theme here. So I'm just going to click on install, and then I'll click on activate. So Generate theme has been installed on my website. So if I go to my website to view it now, so if you go up here and click on view site, this is what we have at the moment. This is the theme. So let's go back to our dashboard here. So now the next thing we are going to do is to install there are two plugins we need now. Now when you view our, let's go back and view our website. Now we have to, in customizing our theme, this is the home page, but we need a different home page. So for us to customize this home page, we'll be using a plugin. We'll be using a plugin called Elementor. So let's go back to plugins, click on add new. Now go here, search for, okay, the page is still loading. So let's go here, search for Elementor. So you can see this Elementor website builder. So we're going to install it. Click on install and then activate. Well, we don't really need this now, so let's just go back to uh let's just go back to the site, so our dashboard. So we would need another plugin, just Elementor, just search for essential add-on. So this is the second plugin we will install, essential add-ons for Elementor. So just click on install and then click activate. So that is it. Let's just go back to our dashboard for now. All right, welcome back. So the next thing I'm going to do here, okay, first let's check out our website. Okay, as you can see, there is no significant change. There's basically no change on the website. So after installing our the two plugins, that's because we've not used them yet. So from here, let's just customize the theme. Let's just start customizing the theme. So we will start with the header here. So I'm just going to click on customize here. You can click on customize here, or we can just go back to our dashboard and then go to appearance, click on customize, and then come here. So from here, let's start with the site identity. So what we want to do now, we want to edit this part, that's the header, which includes the logo and the menu. That's the site logo and the menu. So I'm going to upload the site logo here, and then I will also work on the menu. So I'll here just click on site identity. So this is the name of the site. You can add a tagline if you want, but I don't. If you add a tagline, so let's say auto accessories. I hope I got the spelling right. Okay, no. So it's it. So auto accessories, if you wanted to. So if you can see here, it said hide site tagline. If I wanted it to show, I'm just gonna check it. So as you can see, the tag line is showing up here, but I don't want that, so I'm just going to leave it at hide and remove this. Then instead of this text here, that's the name of the site, I'm going to upload a logo Okay, first let me upload the logo now. So click on select logo, then select file. So I already have a logo here done for me, so I'm just gonna click on it and then upload it. So here I'll just copy this, that's the name of the site, and put it here. Then I'll click on select. I'm just going to skip cropping. I don't want to crop it. So as you can see, this is the logo here, and then you can also see this is the site title here. So I don't want to, since I already have a logo here, there is no need for the site title, so I can just click on hide site title. So as you can see, I have only the logo left here. So the next thing, now you can have a logo done for you. You can design one. This one, I designed this one myself on Canva. So there's a link in the description in case you like to do that yourself, or you can just go to Fiverr and have someone do it for you. So it's just $5 or so. So I'm going to click on publish to save the changes. So the next thing, I'll go here now. So let's go to layout, click on header. Now when you click on header, so we can play with the header alignment to see various way we can arrange the header. So if you come to header alignment here, if you click on center, you can select center, you can select right, or you can select left. All right, so we'll leave it the way it was. So the next thing I want to work on is the primary navigation, which is the menu here. So if I click on primary navigation here, you can see float right. So the current menu now is this, we have only one menu here at the moment. Don't worry, very soon we're going to create other menus, but here we have just sample page now. As you can see, it's floating to the right. There are other options. Now you can put it below header. And when you put it below header, you see that it comes here. So you can go back here, select above header. It's going to come up here. So you can come back here, select float right. So it's going to, okay, this is where we had it before, which is flow right. We can float it to the left. So when you float it to the left, the logo comes here. Or you can just say no navigation. So you just have only your logo here and then no menu. But I'm going to set it back to where it was, which is float right. So that is it. Now if you want this navigation search here, if you want, you can put a search icon besides the menu here. But that won't be necessary since we already have search here. But we're going to get rid of this. But for our menu, we don't need a search, at least for now. So, but if you decide to put that, if you enable that, you see that you have a search here. See, you have a search icon here. You can click on it and search for anything on the page. So for now, I'm going to disable that. So I'm going back to this header, make sure I did not mess things up. I'm going to set it to right, which is where it was. Then I'm just going to click on publish our changes. So this is where we are now. All right, so now I'm just going to be creating some menus. Now as you can see, we have the logo here, and then we have this, but I want to create actual real menus here. there are two ways we can do this. We can just go here, menu, or we can do it the traditional way from our WordPress dashboard. So for now, I'll just fill this with something. Maybe later on I will just fill this with maybe an about or on the contact page, on the menus. Maybe I can replace them later, but for now I just need to fill it up. So if I click on menu here, you can click on create menu. Like I said, this is just one way to do it. You can do it some other way. So if I click on the main menu here, and then I'll have to give it a title. Let's say this is my main menu. Sorry, this is my main menu. So let's just put a header there, so I'll know it's for my header. So here you have to select primary menu, because you also have another menu here as for the footer. But here we just select primary menu, then we click next. So that menu has been created. As you can see, nothing is here now, it's blank. So we have to start adding items to populate it. So the first thing, you can add a home to that menu. You can add other things. So for now, you can also add your sample page, but I'm not going to use this anymore. So I'll just create a new page and call it about. Then I'll add it. So you can see I've added the about. Then let's just add a home. I will remove this later on, but for now let's just add that. So we have home. So, and then click on publish. So as you can see, we have the about and the home. Okay, so I want the home to come first. So all you have to do here is just move this up, just click down on it and drag it. So when you click down on it, then drag it up, then I have the home here. So let me show you what else you can do with the header that's on the this free version of GeneratePress. So if I go back now, don't forget to publish your changes. Now if I go back to colors, I can change the color of the menu here. So if I go here to primary navigation, so you click down, then when you go, so you can change the text. The text currently is black, you can change it to blue if you want. You can, but I will leave the color the way it is now. Let's look at the background. Currently the background is white. If I select red here, you can see the color has changed. In case you wanted a red background, you can bring it here, you can bring it here, you can bring it here. So you can play with this depending on what you want, but I personally prefer white, so I'm just going to leave it at white. Okay, so that is that. So I think our header is at a good position now. The next thing I would like to work on is the footer. For now, let me just publish the changes. All right, so I know I told you that there's a traditional way that you can add a menu apart from this option here. We've added home and about using this option here, but let's add one more menu here using the traditional way of doing it. So if we click here to go back to our dashboard, now first I'll create I'll create a page. So let me go to all pages. Then I'll create a page first. So click on add new. So I will just get rid of this. Click on add new here. So now don't worry, we're not going to do any, we're just going to create the page. So I'm just going to put I'm just going to give it a title of contact. So this will be our contact page. So now I'm just going to click on publish. So that's all. So I'll click here back to go back to my dashboard. Now come to look for where you have appearance, then click on menus. Now when you click on menus, as you can see here, these are these are our existing menus, the two menus we have currently. Now we can add one more menu to it. So I can add so this is the traditional way of adding your menu. So I can click on the contact and then click on add menu. So as you can see, the contact menu has been added. So I can click on save menu here. So once I do that, the menu has been saved. So if you go back and view our website now, see that the contact menu has been added. So let's go back to and customize the theme. So as you can see now, we have to before we start customizing the footer, this is the footer section. Before we get in here, let's see how the website looks on mobile. So come here now, you can click here. Okay, that's okay. I think that's okay. We can view it on tablet. On mobile, if you want to make any changes, you can also to the header here, you can always go to layout. If you don't like the position of the menu here, you can always click on the primary navigation and then you make the changes that you want. So as you can see here, it's on float right, but if I want, I can put it above header, or I can put it below header. So here, so you see the logo here and then you see the menu. So I think I might actually leave it this way, or we can just go back to where it was, which is float right. But my menu is actually, my logo is actually small, so I think I can leave it this way. Or if you want, you can put it below the header so it appears like this. I think this is what you have on most websites. So this is what you have, but I will just revert back to the initial. I think I prefer that one. Right. Okay. Sorry. Float right. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So that's it. So I can click on publish here. Now let me go back to the desktop version. Now we can edit our footer. Now if you go back here, unfortunately GeneratePress doesn't give us much options on the free version to edit the footer, but let's see what we can do. So click on layout here. If you click on layout here, if you want, you go to footer. That's the footer section. You can see footer here. You can only add widgets on this existing footer. The one here, you can, as you can see, you cannot edit it ordinarily, like from the customization options. You can, there is no option for you to change this. There's no option for you to do that. However, you can do this with CSS. You can use CSS to change this remove this. That's remove Generatepress and just display the title of your website and this copyright information. However, I don't want to make this video to be too long, so I won't be diving into CSS here. Maybe I'll do that in a separate video. Maybe in a separate video I'll show you how to remove this and put whatever you like using CSS. So you have to use additional CSS, this additional CSS section. You have to use CSS code to remove this and then put what you want there. Just remove it and then work with the footer widgets. So but for now we're going to work with this. Okay, so so we're just going to leave our footer this way. Maybe later on we can add some footer widgets, but for now I just want to keep things as simple as possible. So let's assume that we're done with the footer sections. So let's move on and start creating our pages. All right, so the next thing we want to do now is to add our pages. So okay, but let's go back to our dashboard. So okay, before we all right, let's add our pages. I want to show you something. So let's go to pages, all pages. Right now we have the about page, we have the contact page which we added initially. Um so I want us, let's delete this sample page. So just click on trash. So okay, privacy policy, okay, let's keep that. Maybe I'll use it later on. So I want to add a new page. Let me add a home page. So because I want to use it to design the home section of our blog, so I'll just title this home. Now take note here. Now I want you to notice something. Look at this URL here. You can see the URL here. So this is not what we want. We want um a simpler URL. So I'll show you how to change the URL. But before that, let's um let's edit this. So I want you to I want us to edit some of the things here. So let's come down here. So this is the layout. So for now, let's just publish it. Let's just publish it now. So let's go copy this and then go to another. Let's view it. So this is how it is. But let's go back to our dashboard. Now go to settings here, click on permalinks. Now under permalinks, I want you to change this costume structure, change it to post name. So you can have a simpler URL, which is better for SEO. So change it to post name, then come here and click on save. So once you've done that, still on settings, I want you to click on general, okay, no, writing, reading. Okay, so click on reading here. So your home page display, I want you to choose a static page, and then that home page, click on home. All right, so I've selected home, and then for the post page, okay, I'll work on that later on, but let's just click saved here. So now let's go back. And then once you view our site, now you see this is our home, but we don't want these elements that are here. So how do we get rid of them? So let's go back to the dashboard. Let's go back to the pages. Now go back to our home page. See that the settings we made now, home page is now our front page. That's the home page is now our front page. So but let's edit it. We want to remove that sidebar that was displaying initially. So let's go here, featured image, discussion, page attributes. Okay, let's go to layout. So under layout, default side by default, I want you to choose no sidebars. So no sidebars. Then is that all? So no sidebars. So let's click on update. Now let's view our website this time around. So when we view the website, as you can see, this is no more sidebar, but we are still seeing the title here, and then this thing is not full width, so we want to make it full width, and then we want to remove the title. So all right, now so this is what we have. Okay, so like I told you earlier, I want our home page to be, we want to remove this home here, then we want it to be full width. So let's go to click on edit page here. So we'll come back here. So we'll come back to the layout. We've choose no sidebars already. So for the container, we're going to choose full width. And then for this title, disable element, we're going to choose content title. So we want to disable the title. Now when you update it, and then let's preview this page now. We can preview the page. Okay, let's preview it on desktop. All right, let's just go back to our pages. And then let's just view our website. SKC. So as you can see, that home is out, and then we have a full width now. So this is what we have now. Now I want to do the same thing for the about page. See the about page, this is how it looks, and then the contact page, this is how it looks. But I want to have the same settings across my pages. So I'll just click on edit page here. That's for the contact page. Now I'll do the same thing here. So I'll go to disable the content title, full width, and then no sidebars. Then I'll click on update. So I'll go back and do the same thing for the about page. So I'm going to edit it here. So come back here, click on no sidebars, and then full width, and then disable the content title. I'm going to update that. Then I'll go back. Let's view our website now. So you can see This is the home page, this is the about page, this is the contact page. So they are all alike. So right now I want to start customizing the home page. Now if you notice something here, when I click on about, now you look at the URL, you can see that's the effect of choosing permalinks. You see that this is a more beautiful URL and it's good for SEO. Now if you click on contact, you can see this is the URL because we choose permalink for the URL settings. So if we click on home, you can see it's back to the standard index URL. So now we're on the home page. Let's click on edit. Now we want to start editing the pages with Elementor. So we'll click that. Now let's click edit with Elementor. All right, so we are here now. We can start editing our home page. Okay, so I'll just get rid of this. Okay, all right, so now to build out any page, maybe your home page, about page, whatever page you want to build out with Elementor, you'll be using blocks. So we're going to click on this um, button right there. Now you can see that you have various blocks for building out different sections of your home page. Okay, so all right, let me just remove this and bring it down here. So I can use this, I can use this, I can use this, I can use whichever one I like here. However, before we actually start using any of these blocks or structure, let me show you another way you can do it. Remember, we are using a free version of Elementor. So now if you click on this middle um, icon here, you go to this page. Now when you get here, you see that there are various templates that we can just use to build out our page without having to build it out ourselves. So we can just use a template and edit it. Okay, so that is the easy way to do it. But when you come here, initially there used to be many free templates before. That's before when Elementor just came out, but now there are fewer options. So there aren't really many, good looking templates that are available. So, but you can still, let's see if I can see something that we can use. We want to build out the header for our website. So let me just start by searching. Okay, let's just go down. Okay, so if you can use this, but you see it's pro version. So anyone with pro version, you can use it on the free plan. So we have to look for something without pro. Don't worry, I'm going to show you how to build it out yourself in case you don't want to go through all this. So or if we like, we can just leave the header and just build this out. But I want to build a full website that contains a header and the blog section. So we may decide to remove the header later on, but for now let's just build out a full website. So I'm still looking for which one I could use. Okay, now we can use something like this. All right, can use something like this. we can use something like this. Okay, so either of these two things will work. We can go down if you want to look for more options, if you want to, but I don't want to prolong this video, so I'm just going to stick with just going to go back and stick with those ones. Okay, where is it again? Okay, all right, so we can use this or we can use this. So I want to use this now, so just click on insert. Okay, now I am doing this with a with a brand new account. So if you're starting out with Elementor and you don't have any account yet, so this is the screen that will come up. So just click on getting started. It will open up on another page where you can register with your email. So I'm just going to register. I'm just going to register with an email, then I'll come back. So I'm going to be using this email. So I'll just register with an email, then I'll come back to the video. Okay, let's just continue. Sorry, I had to click on create an account because it's assume you don't have an account with Elementor, so you just click on create account. So once you do that, you can enter any email of your choice, pick a password, and then you create account. Okay, okay. So once you register with Elementor, then the template will be automatically loaded on your site. So all we have to do now is to customize this template, change the text, okay, and then go on. So for the purpose of this video, I will just, okay, so if you want to change any part of it, you can just come here, click on it, and then you can see you can change the wording if you want. So here I'm just going to put welcome. So you can see that has changed. We can also come here and change it if we want to. You can see now when you come here, if you want, you can, if you check here, you see this option for style. So if you click on it, you can, if you click on it, you'll be able to change the font, the text color, the text font. Yeah, if you want to change the font, just click on typography here. So we can choose a different font family. For instance, let's say I want Roboto, so I can just click on it and select Roboto, and that is it. Okay, so we can also change the color if we want. All right, so but I'm just going to leave mine this way. So the same thing here, we can change the size, we can make it large. It's already large, we can make it small, or we can leave it at the default. Okay, whichever one you want to do. So we can also go to style. We can also choose to align it at the middle, to the right, others, or to be throughout the page, but I'm just going to leave it at the default. Okay, so you can also come to style. Now when you come to style, you can change the text color, the typography. So let's say I want to change this to Poppins. Right, this is what we have. So the same thing applies here. I can change this one here now, go here. Okay, change, click on typography. I can increase the size if I want to, or I decrease it. I'll leave it at 16, which is the default size. I can change the font weight. It's currently light. I can change it to semi bold. You can see. I can change it to normal. You can see. So I can leave it at light. All right. So you can go ahead and play around with all this. So I don't want to make this tutorial so long. So what I want to show you here is this image, how to replace this image. Okay, so I want to replace this image depending on your website. Okay, so my website is, let's say this is a car, an auto niche. So I want to pick something that is maybe the picture of a car or something. So you can go to, if you already have an image, you can just upload it, but let me get an image first before I show you how to upload. So I'll just go to a website called Pexels. So I'll just go to Pexels. Let's just search for car. So I can just pick an image of a car that I like. So I can just pick the image of a car that I like. All right, since I have a black, if you go to my website here, see that I have a black logo here. So I want to pick a black car so everything matches on my website. So if I want another website you can try is Pixabay, but let's see. I'm going to download this. Okay, so I'm going to download this. So I'll just click here, click on small, then download. So so let me also go to Pixabay, because whenever I'm doing such things, I like to have options. So I'll have to have different images so I can try out which one is. Sorry, I am sorry if this is making the video very long. So let's just search for a car here. Pixabay. So I'll Pixabay gives me the option here to, maybe pick a vector graphic or something. So here, instead of just images, I'll change the color to vector graphic. All right, So I once you do that, have something like this. So I think I like this, or let me change it to a truck. Let me search for a truck instead. Mm, well, I'm not too impressed with the images I'm seeing here. So let's just go to photos, see what we have. Okay, I don't want to waste I don't want to waste any more time. So I will just go with, okay, I think this is nice. I think that is nice. Okay, I'll just go with the previous image we got. So I'll go here. So if you want to change this image, click here. See what I did? I clicked here. Okay. Here, if you want, that's if you want to work on the layout. But if you want to edit the image itself, just click here. So once you do that, now hover on the image, click on that, choose image. So I will just upload. Okay, I'm sorry, let me, I think I saw a truck here that I liked. Let me just try that out. Okay, here it is, Range Rover. So I'll just download this. So when you come here now, I can just drag this and put here. Okay, so insert media. So you can see the color has changed. Now there are various things we can do here. What if we want to, put this, in a, like in a circle instead of a square like this. What we can do is, so I can come to style. So I'll go down here to, sorry, so come down here where it says border radius. Okay, so we can leave here. You can change the border type. Currently it's set to none, so if we can change it to dotted, when you do that you can see, but I don't want that, so I'll just put it as the default, or you can put it at none, which is the default. So the next thing I'll do here, first click on this, and then I'll change the border radius. So I'll put 50 here. Now notice, before I started editing this was locked. So before you start imputing any values, because if you do this, it will apply to all the sites. Okay, if you put 40 here, 40 will apply. You can see that it's changing. 50, or let's put 100. You can see, but that is not what I want. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at 0, and then I'll click on this. So I'll come to the right, and I'll put a border radius of 100. Okay, what if I put 50? Okay, what if I put 200? Okay, so what if I put 150? So I just want you to, so what if we decide to apply that 150 to all sites? Well, So what if if I to 300 here? Nope, it's too much. 200 here, and then 200 here. Well, okay, what if I also decide to put 200 here? And then 200 here. Well, it's not giving us the circle we want, and I know why. Okay, I know why that is so. It's because the image itself is not a square, it's a rectangle. Okay, so what we can do here, it's some advanced stuff sharp, but I want to make this tutorial very simple, because I would have said, okay, let's go here now, and then start adjusting, doing some other things. But but I will leave that. Okay, so let's work with what we have here. Okay, so I don't want to make this video very long, but what I'll do moving forward, I want to bring this menu closer, and bring the this header or hero image, whatever you call it, closer to our menu here. So for that, just click here, edit section. Now go to advanced. Okay, now go to margin. We can use either margin or padding. For instance, if we change padding here to, instead of 100, if we change it to 50, you can see it has come up a bit. So we can also change it to 20 if we want, or we can just put it at 0. So and put here at 50, so to reduce that a bit. Okay, or let's put here 20. Okay, now you can see that the sides also want to bring them, closer to each other. So now don't worry, I'm going to create another video, still, you know still based on Generatepress customization. So I'm going to just, so I don't want to make this tutorial very long, so I want to make it as simple as possible. So I'm not going to, edit a lot of things. I know I said I'm going to show you how to build this out from scratch by yourself, but I think I'm going to, maybe I'll do that in another video. I don't want this to be too long. It's already long, and I don't like that. It's already getting too long, and I don't like that. So let's just go on. So um okay, we want to reduce, as in it's too stretched to the side, so we want to give it a little padding on the side. So we can make here 10. Okay, you can see there's a little padding on the side. We can also make here 10. Now if you can click, sorry, We can click on update here. When you click on update, the changes will be updated on your site. So let's view that in our website. So I'm just going to view the website. So this is how the website looks now. So you can, like I said earlier, you can customize the text whatever you want. So this is a tutorial. So now this is what it is. Now I can go back here and just leave it at the default, which is 0 and 0. So and update it. Let's go back here and see what it looks like again. So this is how it looks. I think we'll just work with this. This seems nice. I may change this image later on, but I've already showed you how to do that. So the next thing I would like to do here is to add the posts section. That's a section. I want to add another section here for post. So to do that, just all we have to do is we click on this button now, and we select this one here. So once you do that, we have a new block. So and we want to work on it. So what we need now is a post grid to display our, but before we do that, we want to add a header first. So the first thing we'll do is to click here. Then we can, when you click here, you can search for different widgets or elements on Elementor that you can use. So if we want to add a heading that says something like latest article or latest post or whatever, so for that we'll use heading here. So I'll just click this and drag it inside. So once you do that, you can edit the text here. All right, so you can edit the text by, so I'm just going to put latest articles, or I'll just put latest posts. Okay, I think that's, sorry, I'm not a good, typing is not one of my hobbies, so I think I'll leave it at or the h3, I don't know, maybe I'll leave it at h3, h2, whatever. So let's leave it at, then I change the color, go to style. Okay, the size for now. Now I want us to do something. Let's align it to the middle, which is here. Put it at the middle. This is the middle. This one here, center. Then we can go here, click this, and then change it to black. Okay, so it's black now. Now we can change that font. It's Roboto now. I think Roboto is okay, so we can leave it at Roboto. So but we can change the weight. Currently it's semi bold. I can make it medium, okay, or bold. Okay, initially it was semi bold, so I can make it extra bold. You can see. Now let's leave it at bold. Okay, so I think that is all for now. I think that's all that should do. Or should we make it extra bold? Let's make it extra bold. Okay, I think that's all for now. Now I want to add another the post section. below this heading. So what we do here, we'll go back here, click this, then we'll search for post grid. This is post grid here. Now the reason why we have this, you can, if you look up here, you see this is, you see what this symbol here, EA. It means it's an essential add-on. That, if you remember, we installed, after installing the Elementor plugin, we also installed another plugin called I think it's essential add-on or something like that. So that plugin made this feature available for free on this free version of Elementor. If not, you wouldn't have this. So that was the reason why I said, you can see that, you can see something similar here: post, block, um archive post, but all these are locked, so they are only available in the free version. But this sorry, but the essential add-on made these two um post grid available to us. So what we can do here, just click this, drag it, and put it below this latest post. You can see that here. So for now, we only have one post, okay, on the website. So I'm going to leave it here, because, and I want to populate the the or you know what, let's get rid of this. So before we actually start working on this, so to get rid of it, just right click on that, and then click on delete. So we have just latest post here. So before we include that grid, I want us to go back to our WordPress dashboard and add some posts. So I'm going to do that quickly. So I'll just exit. So here I'll decide later, because I don't want that. So let's check our site. So I'll go back here now to our dashboard, and I'll go to post, all post. So I'm just going to delete this hello world. So I'm going to add 6 posts. I'm going to add some posts, 6 or whatever. I'm going to add some posts now, and then come back. All right, so I have added about 6 posts here. So you can see there are 6 posts here. So I've added 6 new posts here. So you can do likewise. So just go click on add new post. So once you do that, just add the title and add the post. So I don't want to make this tutorial so very long, so I'm going to skip this part. It's very simple. Just add your title and then add your post. So it's as simple as that. And then, so once we do that, you have your post. So I have about 6 posts here. So you can add more if you want to, because I want to create a 3 column post grid. So that is why and I want to show you how it's done. So that's why I've added 6 posts here. You can go ahead and add more if you want to, but at least add 6 posts. So once you do that, let's go back to our homepage builder now. So I'm just going to click on pages, then go back to my home, and then click edit with Elementor. So it has loaded now. So Now we still have our latest post here. Now if you notice here, I did some little I had to um style this a bit. So if you want to do likewise, you have latest, but just click on style here. So what I did, I went to typography. So I changed the font family to Poppins. Initially it was on Roboto. Yeah, it's Roboto. So it was on Roboto, which was the previous one. So I changed it to Poppins. Okay. So you can do the same, or you leave it as it is. So then I changed the font weight here. I changed it to bold. Okay. So and then I changed the size to 38. So change the size to 38. We can, okay, let me put it at 40. So you can see now the font size is 40. So now I want to add post grid. So to do so, let's go back here, click here, and then we'll just type post grid, which here it is. So just take this, bring it in here, just drop it. So you see now these are the posts I added. Now there are supposed to be 6 of them. There are supposed to be, let me move this here. There are supposed to be 6 of them. There's supposed to be 6 of them. I have 4 here. So let me just edit this. So what you do here, come here, click on this edit button, edit heading here. So once you do that, click on it. So once you do that, come here where it says content. Okay, this is for this. So to edit this one, this the sorry so this is what we have to click here, not this one. So this one is for the heading, so this one is for the post grid. So we come here now, and then we can edit this. So here we see post per page. I want to change this to 6. Okay, once you do that, you see that we have about 6 posts here, but this is not how I want it to be arranged. I want it to be 3 on each row. So let's say we are done with the query. Now let's go to the layout, click on the layout setting. So templates here, default. Now the column, it says 4. I don't want 4, I want just 3 columns. Okay, it's not giving me what I want. Okay, says 4. Well, I want 3 columns. I don't know why it's so. Layout grid. So I think that's where it was. So if you had used Mansori, it was not giving me what I want. So I change it to grid here. Okay, now I want to remove some things here. Now this image, I don't want it here. So this show image, okay, no, if we remove show image, it will remove our featured image. And see, if we do that now, the featured image is gone. So but I want the featured image to be there. So let's go down here. So show date, no, I don't want date. Show author's name, no, I don't want the author's name. Show avatar, which is this, say no, so I'll remove that. I think this is what we want. Okay, so this is the meta description here, so we can remove it, but let's keep that. So we can remove it or we can keep that. Now let's okay, the read more button, which is this show more button, um except words. Now this except words is the number of words here, so I can increase this to 18. So once I do that, see that it shows more words. Okay, so I think I'll leave it at 18. What else, what else can we change? So if we go up a bit, so we can change the image height if we want to, or the image size to make it see that it's blur. To make it more sharper, we can choose large. You can see it's looking more sharp now. So we can, this layout, if I change it back to Mansory, well, it's grid I normally use, so let's just put it at grid. Okay, so grid, it puts them all on the same line. Okay, so I can, or if you change it back to Mansory, you can see it's not properly positioned, but when you change it to grid, they are all on the same line. You can see that. So that is it. What else can we do? What else can we do? Okay, the image height. Well, we can change the image height so that they are all the same height. So we can change image height to, let's put it at 200. No, let's put it at 210. So when you do that, see that all the images are the same height. Okay, or we can make it 230, no, 225. I think 225 is perfect. Okay, so let's leave it at 225. Now I think this is large, so I'm just going to click on it, go to style. I want to make it smaller. Okay, so I will probably change 40 to, let me change it to 36, and then let me change the boldness to semi bold. Okay, I think this is okay now, or should we continue using bold? I don't know. Let's use extra bold, or do we use 900? No, it's too bold. Let's use extra bold. So just leave it at extra bold, or we can default back to 700. I think this is okay. Okay, sorry about that. So I think at this point we've probably done a lot, so I will just update everything, and then let's go and view our website. So I'll just click here, go to, just exit, and then I'll just go back to my dashboard and just review the website. Now this is how the website looks like. Okay, I think this is perfect. I think this is perfect. I think this is perfect. I think this is okay. So I think this is good. So if you click on about page, we don't have anything on the about page. We'll click on the contact page. There's nothing on the contact page, but let's click on the home page. So this is where we're at. And then we have the others. So then I think I'm also going to add the privacy policy page here. So I'm just going to go back here, click on the dashboard, go back to appearance and then menus. Then I have home, about, and contact. So I think now I want you to, let's go back to the website. So I'm just going to open it in another tab. So here is the website. Now if you find out, if I click on about, if I click on home page, it brings me home here. So I click on about now. If I click on this logo here, it does the same thing. It takes me to the home page. So I don't think I need, so if to go back to the home, I can always click on the logo here instead of clicking on home. So there's no need for me to have home as a menu. So I'm just going to remove that. So this is home. So this is home now. I'll just remove it. Okay. Then instead I'll add my privacy policy page. Okay. Privacy policy page is not here. I think I added some categories initially, but let's just leave it. Or I can add a new category called blog that contains all my blog posts. Okay. So I can do that. So I'll just add a new, or let's just use our privacy policy for now. So I'll just go I don't think I think most sites will just have a blog section. So let's just add blog section. Okay. Let's just add a blog section. So what I'm going to do now is I'll just go back to my post. I'm going to save this. So when you save it, when you go back to the main site and reload this, you're not going to see home again. So I want to add blog instead. So when I come here, I'll go back to my post and then go back to categories and go to categories. Now I created two categories here. Okay, so I'm going to create a new one now. So I'll just call the name blog. Okay, then I'll come here, the slug will be blog, then category, the parent category will be none, set to none, and then I'll just click on add new category. So I just did this to show you how to create a new category in case you were wondering how I created those ones. So this is blog now, that's the category. So but there's something I want to do now. So I find out that none of the posts on the site uses this category. So what I'll just do is I'll go back to all my posts. Then here you see a section that says quick edit. So when I click on quick edit, you see that you see this categories section. You see this the new category I just added, blog. So I can click on blog, so and update it. So do this for all the posts. So I'll just update it. I'm going to do this for all the posts, quick edit, blog, then I'll update it. Quick edit, blog, then I'll update it. Quick edit, blog, then I'll update it. Then let's do the last one, quick edit, blog, then I update it. So I'll now go back to the menu now, appearance, click on menus. Now when you go back here, go to categories, you're going to see this blog section now. So we're going to click on blog and then click on add to menu. See that it has been added now. So it can bring it to the front here. and then I'll save my menu, and I'll just save it. Okay, it has been saved. Now I can go back to the website. When you try to reload this, you're going to see this blog section has appeared now. So once I click on it, blog, see that all my blog posts comes up. You can see that this is all my blog posts comes up because I added it to all the blog as a category. So you can see this is all the blog posts on the website. Okay, so that is that. Hmm? So I'll just click here to go back. All right, so that is it. So what else now? I think so what we want to do now is I can probably show you how to, you know, get rid of this and get rid of GeneratePress here. But we know we are using the free version, and for you to remove this, you will have to use some CSS code. So, but I don't want to complicate this tutorial, make it too long. So I'm going to show you how to do that in a separate video. So for this tutorial, for this video, we're going to keep it simple. Okay, so I think this is okay. This is okay. When I build a footer section, maybe with social links or categories or pages or whatever, we can then I will update the tutorial. But for now, I think we are okay with this. So we're trying to build a simple blog, and I think this is a simple blog. So, but what we can do now, we can go to the about section. That's this about section, and then we edit it. So I want to add an about page, so we can just come here. So we'll go back to our pages, all pages, click on about, then just click on edit. Just click on it. Now we can come here and say edit with Elementor. So what we can do, we can use what is already there by clicking on this to see some templates available that we can use, or we can build one from scratch. But I'm already getting tired from everything, so I just want to look for blocks we can use to make the tutorial fast. Okay, so just look for something that is okay. I think this is okay. All right, I think this is okay, but let's see if we can see something else that we can use. Okay, this one is good. I think this one too is good. So we'll probably use this one. Okay, probably use this one. We can also use this one. I think we should use this one, though we won't need this button here. So let's just, I don't want to make this any longer. So let's just click on insert here. So you can see this is what we have now. So for this session, we can, instead of, well, I can get rid of this. I can just get rid of this. Okay, I'll right click it and then I'll just delete it. Okay, so, and then here I think I don't need read more, so I'll just right click and I'll delete this. So these are the two things I have. So I can add a head in here instead. That's okay. It's not working. Okay, the heading has to okay, it's not working. Okay, since we're using a template, we have to work with the template. I think that's what it's trying to tell us. So let's just work with the template. So here I'll just come here. We can edit this. All right, but I don't have time for that. So what I'm going to do is just click on style, maybe make the color a little darker, make it a little darker. So I'll just come here, make it a little darker, not very dark, but so I'm just moving this. You can move it around, select any color you want, but I'll just keep it here. I'll just keep it here. Then the image, I've already showed you how to change it. Change the image. You can come here and select any image you want. Okay, these are all images I use for my post, so you can come here and select any one you want. Okay, upload any image you want, but I'll just keep this one here already. So, and then this is the about. So that is it. That is it. I think I can still use the about me. I can just let's just add that about me. So there's the heading. So let's just add it here. So you can say about me. All right. So can change the color to black. So let's put it 000 here. Okay. Then we can change the family to Poppins. So I like using Poppins for my headers and Montserrat for my. So I'll change this to Poppins, and then I'll make it bolder. So I'll leave it at 700. Okay. I think this text size is okay if you ask me. Then I'll come here and change. I also want to change the typography here. I'll change it to I'll just change it to Montserrat. So this is Montserrat. Okay. So this is this is Montserrat. So I'll just add some color to it. So this is okay. I think this is okay. So that is it. What else can I do? Should I make it bolder? So it's very light. Let's put it normal. Okay. I think this is okay. So that is it. So I'll just click on update to save all my changes. So this message is being displayed here because we're using the free version of Elementor. So I'll just click this to remove it. So I think the remaining page we have is the contact page. I think it's the contact page. For the contact page, I will just use normal Gutenberg WordPress Gutenberg editor for this. So let's go back to our website. So let's go back to the WordPress dashboard, and then what I'll do is go to, but before I go to contact, there's we need there's something we need plugins. Now for the contact page, you can just write something like contact me, and just write an email there. Just put an email there if you want. Okay, if you want. But before anything, I just want us to let's see what options we have. I wanted us to download a plugin, okay, called contact form, and use it to build out our contact page. But I think that's what we should probably do. So let's just go here, go to plugins, click on add new, then go here and just type contact form. So we are going to use contact form 7. I think is the simplest one. So let's just use that. So we just activate. So we just activate it. Okay. So it's been activated. So once it's activated, you can click on settings here. So once you do that, this is the contact form that is here, the default contact form that is here. We can go to edit. Once you go to edit, you see this is what the contact form is like. If we want, we can edit this. Okay, it says that we should copy this short code and paste it into our page. All right, but before we do that, so what do we want our contact form to have? Your name, your email, subject, message. I think let's just go with the default, and then we'll just come here, copy this. So I copy this now. So just already saved anyways. So come to our pages, all pages. So go to our contact form, click on edit. On our contact page, click on edit. So you can see there's already contact here. So just come here and click and paste that code. Once you do that, you will see that it asks us to select the contact form, and I've selected it already. So that is it. Okay, so if I want, I'll remove this, but let's select it, and then just click on update. Now once you do that, if we go back to our website here, click on this logo where this is the home page, click on the blog. We have a blog page. Click on about. We have an about page, and then click on contact. You can see we have a contact page, though our contact page, this is how it is. Yeah, it's not perfect, but we can make use of this. I don't want to make this tutorial very long, so that's why I opted to use a very simple, that's contact form 7. We can um edit this with do some editing with Elementor, and actually use Elementor to create the contact page, but I wanted to just stick with the I just wanted to stick with the with contact form 7 to make things easy. So that is it. So our blog is complete now. It's almost it's complete, I would say, but if we want, we can add more items. Okay, we can add more items. So if we go to appearance and then customize, go to appearance, then we can go to the layout, then go to this footer if we want. This footer, and then, well, I think I just want to make use of what is here already. Most of my blogs, I don't usually, when you're building a blog site, you don't usually need to redo anything fancy. Just your post, and just a simple homepage like this. So I think this will pass. So we've not created any maybe a Facebook page or an Instagram page or whatever for this site. So if I have to create a footer here now, I don't know. So there's nothing to populate it with yet. So maybe in a separate video or in a future video, I would, you know, build a customized footer here, and then we'll add it, and then, and make the site more beautiful. So this is going to be an ongoing project. So I've just showed you how to, build a website for a start. And then once you have it, you've gotten to this point, I think you have a fully functional website and you're good to go. So that is it, guys, for this tutorial. I hope it was everything you wanted. So we've learned how to create a simple blog website. It's not the most beautiful site, but it's a pretty good site, I must say. Okay. So we've used free resources. We use free version of Elementor. We use free version of GeneratePress. So you see that everything we did here is free. So click on one of the posts. So everything we did here was okay. Now we can, if we want, we can remove this. Okay, but I think let's just leave it the way it is for now. Okay, so I think we've done a lot up to this point. So thank you. So I hope to see you in another video. For now, let me know if you have any more questions in the comment section. Bye bye.